What's the biggest difference between the Holloway now versus the first or the second Volkanovski fight?
I'd whoop both of their asses. Like plain and simple. You get better. You need to get better in this game. If you stay the same, you do the same stuff, then you're not gonna grow in anything you do. Even what you guys do. So I'm way better. I feel better. I feel great. I look great. I just can't wait to go out there and do it.
Last thing, and I'll let you go here. Since you brought it up, I am also a screamer when I game. How would your wife describe you when you're playing video games?
Oh, she. A nutcase probably. She she hears me. She hears me to the walls. I'm pounding my feet. I'm on the second floor of the house, so like pounding my feet and screaming. So it's good fun. I'm a competitive man, and I just want to win. So when I don't win or something, or I do a stupid play, I'm like screaming at myself. Thank you, brother.
Max, over here to your left, right here. A lot of fans are saying that whoever wins this fight will determine who the greatest featherweight of all time is. Do you also see it that way?
Not at all. Not at all. A lot of fans, a lot of people is saying it, and do we forget the man Jose Aldo? The man got 8 title fights. I got 8 title wins actually. I have 5 title wins, and until somebody can beat his records as a champion, with the 8 title wins, then they can consider themselves the GOAT in featherweight, So I got 5 to be here against Alex to get my 6th title win. That's just a cherry on top, man. With fans and everything, it's gonna be amazing.
And Josh Emmett says that he deserves the next title shot. He says that he's the #1 contender. He'll be their cage side. Do you also see him as the #1 contender to fight the winner of this one?
Like I said, man, I ain't a matchmaker. I do what he do. He can say whatever he want to say, believe what he want to say. I mean, at the end of the day, Dana White, UFC, that's all their job to worry about. And all I got to worry about is one guy, Saturday night. That's Alex, and that's my full focus.
Max over here?
Right here. Right here, Max.
To the back.
Just one. You're also being honored this week with the Hall of Fame, with the Forrest Griffin Award. I mean,
Yes,
obviously every fighter, I think, wants to get in there for their fights and for their work inside the cage. But what does it mean to you to get this particular award? And also, will you be at the ceremony on Thursday?
That award means a lot. It means a lot to me. Being able to give back to people, to show. That's what this life is about. You know what I mean? Like, especially during the pandemic, it was insane, and seeing people go through tough times, meeting the kids at St. Jude's, giving back to the Hawaii Food Bank, all these things, all my partnerships with everyone. That's what life is about, if you can give back and inspire people, and I'm in a position to be able to give back and inspire, so why not do it, because you never know who you can touch in that day. And I won't be there this Thursday. I'll be doing some other things, You guys can see me a little bit lighter on Friday morning, so I won't be there. But tune in for it. It's gonna be a great show.
Thank you.
Max over here. In that Brian Ortega fight that Volkanovski had, he had that really tight submission hold late in the fight. Did you think Volkanovski was done at that point? And were you surprised to see him get out of it?
I mean, I didn't watch it live. I saw the highlights. I saw the tape, and looked pretty deep, looked pretty tight, and I mean that's just a champion mentality, and kudos to him, So it looked pretty cool.
And speaking of Ortega, he's fighting in a few weeks against Yair Rodriguez. You fought both fighters. Who do you favor in that fight? How do you think that fight plays out?
I will see what happens. Yair's a dog, man. A lot of people sleep on Yair. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good at mixing up and figuring things out. So, I mean, you look at my last fight with him. Was a great fight actually, and not only our division and all of the UFC, I think. So, I think he's an amazing fighter. I think Brian is amazing. I think it'd be an action-packed fight, and made a better man win.
And someone you almost fought, Khabib Nurmagomedov, is going into the Hall of Fame. Where do you rank him on the greatest of all time list from your perspective? Because obviously he never lost, but maybe didn't have the title defenses as some of the other names.
I mean, I don't know. That's not my job to rank. And congrats to Khabib, being in the Hall of Fame. And I don't know the rankings. I have favorite fighters, and GSP and Anderson Silva is like 1 and 2, you know, so they're like right there. So after that, I couldn't tell you.
Thanks.
Max, right here. Just curious off the back of your comments about Aldo still being the GOAT. I guess maybe the contrarian could say he came into the UFC and was the title holder right away. You had to put together a 10-fight winning streak just to get an interim title fight, and you beat a lot of the guys he defended his title against. So do you not think that does more for your resume, even though the wins are there, but maybe not the title defenses?
I mean, it's cool. You know, I got the wins, but the title defenses is the title defenses. That is the actual record. You know what I mean? He got 8 title wins. I got 5. Well, like I said, we're not that far behind him. So hopefully I can catch him. You know, we see what happens, but he's the GOAT, bro. You can't take it away. Just because he got gifted it because he came from another event that UFC bought out and he was a champion. You know, it wasn't like a gift. Like, he's like, bro, you're the champion. I'm pretty sure if they told him, hey, you got to fight for the belt, he'd be like, I'll fight for the belt. I don't give a... That's just the kind of guy Aldo is. You know, he's a stand-up guy, hard worker, hard fighter, and the GOAT.
And just your thoughts on receiving that USADA jacket and kind of what the importance of representing yourself as a clean athlete means.
I mean, it means a lot. You know, it means a lot. It means a lot getting the 50. I want to get the 100 times. And it just means a lot, you know. Being clean in the sport is tough, you know, especially in this one, especially in this sport with how much mental and physical training you need to go through. So it's just amazing to do it, you know. And I'm glad I'm doing my part in the sport, you know, clean sport, better sport, and having fun.